I am so excited to have with me today a man I greatly admire, not only because he's brilliant, but also because he has a heart that desires to help and serve others globally through the products he creates. Dr. Nayan Patel is regarded as the foremost leading expert on absorbable forms of glutathione and holds the only patent on transdermal glutathione. Congratulations. In addition to many other topics, such as cellular function and hormone replacement, he is a global authority on the critical role that glutathione and all other antioxidants play in the body. So I am so excited to have you here. We've known each other for few months now, and every time I'm with you, I leave with the most incredible information that really has been like life-changing for me, truly. So I thank you for that.
Thank you.
And before we get into the glutathione, I really want to explain to people about what it is, and you're going to take us through that. I just want to read some facts for everybody. So last year alone, there was over 45 million searches on glutathione and over 140,000 medical articles written about it. That is insane to me. That is insane. And a lot of people still don't really understand what it is. So can you explain to us what is glutathione and what is its role in our body?
So glutathione, it's a peptide, it's a protein, it can be an antioxidant. It has different names to it. The names is dependent on the function it does in our body. So if it detoxifies our body with antioxidants, it's for oxidative stress, it's termed as antioxidant.
Like the mother of all antioxidants, I heard.
Exactly.
Which most people think of what? Like vitamin C.
Yeah, absolutely. Vitamin C is supposed to be, it's cheap, it's easy to make. So people thought that, hey, if I can take vitamin C, I'm good. But it's not until we discovered the glutathione, which is the mother of all antioxidants. It's about, if not 10, probably 100 times more potent than vitamin C could be ever.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So that's why the glutathione is so much powerful. It's just so hard to work with it, but it's one of the best products that we can introduce to your body if possible.
So why has it been so difficult to have a form of glutathione that really stays present in the body?
So glutathione it has been a reduced form, which is as soon as it comes into contact with the atmosphere, it gets oxidized.
Oxidized, right?
Yep, really fast. So it turns brown and black in color. So glutathione to keep in the reduced form is the challenge, and it's just one of those things that it takes a while for us to figure out how we can keep in the reduced form introduced to a body.
But you've actually been able to do that.
Yes.
You've been able to do that, that's why this is, so disruptive. Because every other form of glutathione, from the conversations we've had in pill form, even in IV form, only stays in your body for so long. You found a way to get that glutathione into your body to do its work. How did you even do that?
The history is, we can go back as far as we want to, but my first project was to work on vitamin C because, of course, vitamin C was what people talk about vitamin C being antioxidant.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted. And it's not until I made vitamin C, it was just cost prohibitive for me to introduce vitamin C to people. I said, you know what, there has to be something else that I can do. And the challenge was accepted when I heard that glutathione was the next product we can work on. And it's extremely hard to work with.
Yeah.
I said, oh, good. Then I can work on that one.
So you actually liked the fact that it was difficult to do. That was like, you liked that challenge.
It was challenging because nobody else had done it before. And we heard from the theory what it can do, but nobody's actually done the work on creating this product. And so 8 years later, we had the glutathione made up in a reduced form in a solution, which is water-based. And to do it through your skin, which is highly absorbable.
Directly into your skin.
Directly into your skin.
That's like so incredible. So when there is enough glutathione in your body, what can it protect you from, and what can it actually do for you as far as your health, your skin? Like I know we talked about oxidative stress, which a lot of people don't even know what that means.
Well, people don't realize oxidative stress because they don't understand where it comes from. For example, if you wake up in the morning, as soon as the sun hits you, you're getting stressed. Your body's getting stressed. You breathe oxygen. any unused oxygen molecules can cause a stress to your body because now you have extra electrons in your body
Yeah.
revolving around. You put makeup on your face.
I just did.
By the time you leave your house, you're probably exposed to 50 to 70 different chemicals, from your shampoos to conditioners to makeups to toothbrushes, toothpaste, hand washing. You can just name it. You're exposed to so much different chemicals that your body has to somehow detoxify you.
Mm-hmm.
And our body produces glutathione in the liver to help us do that. The question is, how effective is your body on a day-to-day and day-out basis? As you start aging, your body's going to get taxed. It's going to get slower and slower.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't start seeing issues until you're 40, 50, or later on.
I'm there.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you're young, we take things for granted.
Of course you do.
We obviously take things for granted. I have kids, and I would tell them to use glutathione. It says, I don't need that stuff. And I don't blame them. They don't need it right now.
I'm also telling my kids to use it too. I'm like running around them in the house with the little spray bottle. Okay, so it will protect you or get rid of the oxidative stress, right? It will get rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
So that will not enter your body. Now, when all of those stressors enter your body, how can that show up in your health?
The couple of things that we see visually, one of the main things is age spots.
Age spots.
People think about age spots as, the reason they call age spots is because you don't see an age spots in a 10-year-old kid.
Right.
Yeah, it's age spot. That means your body's getting taxed, it's getting a lot of oxidative stress in your body, and eventually there's oxidized tissues, cholesterols, things like that ends up in your skin, and all of a sudden your hands, your face, your body has all the spots remaining.
It's because of everything that's going on inside, right?
It's going on inside. And so with the help of glutathione, you may be able to diminish some of the age spots in a very short amount of time.
And what about inflammation within your body, or, could it help with that?
Yes. Inflammation is whenever your body has been stressed out.
Mm-hmm. It shows up in inflammation.
It shows up in inflammation.
And inflammation is one of the main causes of disease.
Most of the diseases can be linked back to inflammation, including diabetes, arthritis. These are some of the common ones.
So we're trying to do, I think people have been throwing around the word inflammation a lot lately. I think it's a conversation people are having and trying to figure out how to reduce inflammation, whether it's with diet, cutting the sugar out, all these different things, right? But this glutathione present in your body could absolutely help with the reduction of the inflammation, which is a huge thing.
Absolutely. We're not discounting that. You still have to make sure you control the right diet. You make sure you breathe clean air. You don't want to have any polluted air breathing. You want to drink clean water. All those things are still necessary. But even then, sometimes it's not enough. Mm-hmm. The body needs more help than that, because we're still exposed to things that which is out of our control. Mm-hmm. A simple example is even our cars have a lot of those plastics inside that in the heat can produce all these toxins that you breathe in. So while in your car...
I had never even thought about it in the car. We're thinking about it in the things that we drink, or a water bottle, but yeah.
So in summer, of course, we're in California, so in summer it gets heat up, and in the 100-degree heat, that the dashboard, which is plastics, can emit toxins, and which as soon as you get in the car after a heavy day of work, you're tired and fatigued, and all of a sudden you're breathing that air, and it's still making you more fatigued.
Yeah.
So it's just things. So some of the things we cannot avoid it.
Yeah.
And things like that we need help above and beyond what our bodies
can produce,
yes.
Right? And that's why this product came in. So having a product that can really, glutathione product that can stay in the body and do what it needs to do is pretty groundbreaking, and could really, I think, affect the world in such an incredible way. And that's really where your heart has always been, really?
Yes.
On a global level, what can you do with the products that you create?
My number one goal is we make product that actually work.
Thank goodness, because there's so many out there that don't,
Well, yes, and I have my family members to prove it, that they buy products that actually don't work because they feel good. Mm-hmm. just because they feel good, that doesn't mean they're actually doing something. And so my heart has always been, I said, can I make products that actually does work? And so that's what my passion is. So when I did create my vitamin C, even though it did work, it was cost prohibitive. So I want, for the same price, can I give them something better than vitamin C? So that was my quest of making glutathione next. Somebody told me is that, you know what, you should always make something and just try to get the market and then keep on working on something better. And I'm the other way around. I say, you know what, I want to make something that actually does something before I go in the market. So even though this has been out for almost 8-9 years, it's not, we haven't told anybody yet because I was still studying and researching, making sure this actually works.
That's why I'm really just so blown away by you and what you do. And you and I, we've had so many different conversations, and, we're all about reshape and health and wellness and people's like routines. And you're like a beacon of health from what I could see, definitely on the outside. And you shared with me like your daily wellness routine. So do you remember? Like you wake up, you have the green juice,
yes.
like the whole, like what do you do? Because I know you're going to the office and you're running this huge facility. Like what is sort of like your daily like wellness routine? Like are you exercising? What are you putting on your skin? Or what are you drinking? What are you eating? Like to stay like this?
Well, yeah.
Because whatever you're doing, I want to do. I want to do those things. Easy.
Well, I'll tell you my daily routine. I wake up in the morning, usually early.
Yeah.
5-ish. If I'm really tired, maybe 6-ish, but between 4:30 and 5:30 is my wake-up time. Wake up, I drink enough water to basically make sure that I have enough, fully hydrated in the morning. So about four glasses of water. Exercise brings inflammation in your body. It's not a bad inflammation as long as I can control it. So I do exercise a little bit, but not to the point where I am fully inflamed. Exercise to me is a little bit overrated. I'm not here to fight a war or to run because I can drive up anywhere I want to go. So I don't have to run so fast or do a marathon. So I do a little bit of exercise in the morning, weightliftings and some push-ups, and just enough to stay healthy and my joints are moving. But then the most important meal of the day is my breakfast. So the breakfast has to be something where it's clean and it's pure. So my green juices, my fibers, my little bit of proteins. And since I'm a vegetarian for about 2.5 years now, not vegan, just vegetarian, I had to get some proteins from different sources. So I usually take a protein shake. I'm not a big fan of it, but that's the easiest way for me to, in my busy bustle in my life, I had to get out of my house pretty soon. And that's it. That's usually my morning routine before I get out of my house.
Do you meditate or anything? Like, do you have any of that kind of quality time for yourself? Because I know you're really busy working.
Yeah, I do. And meditation comes in different forms. And I can literally sit. Yeah. I can sit down for 20 minutes and not think about anything else. Or think about one thing in general. And that to me is meditation, because your mind is racing at a million miles per hour.
Yeah.
And there's so many things that you want to accomplish during the daytime that unless you focus on one thing, you cannot focus on every single thing. And so for me, it's meditation has been, I used to be very good meditation for about 1.5 2 years, every single day. And that brought peace in me. It really did. And after that, I'm stopped doing meditations on a routine basis, but at the same time, even at my office, if I have a few minutes off,
you take that time.
I'll just take the time and close my eyes and just
recenter and like refocus.
Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful.
So we breathe. I have breathing exercise that I follow. So there's a breathing exercise that I do. It's a different thing. I've tried different things over the time. Yeah.
That is so interesting. And I feel like you have so many other nuggets of information that's so valuable. We always have to pull it. Every time I talk to you, it's like I get something else. I was like, oh, okay. And that too. Let me add that to the list. Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing with us and kind of giving us the introduction to glutathione. And everybody, please stay tuned for our next segment where we are going to go into the Oro products. We have Oro GSH and we have the Oro skincare line. And can't wait to hear what those, I already know because I've been using them, but what they're going to do for our skin. So thank you, Nayan.
Thank you.